Hey guys, welcome to Investors Relate course number 2. And in this course, we'll be showing you how to fund your account, download the TD Ameritrade mobile app, and set up your settings in the TD Ameritrade mobile app. So first, we're going to go ahead and sign into our TD Ameritrade account. And you can do this from your mobile device or from your desktop. So my phone actually remembers me, so I'm going to just hit here, click here. All right, you may see finalize your account once you sign back in after the first time. You can just hit continue here. Oh, and this is the screen that I was referring you all to. So you may see this screen beforehand, but if you do, you're going to select cash only account. That's the account we're going to do cash only. I mentioned that in the last course. And then let's see. We can do transfer from checking or savings here. But in case you don't get this screen, I want to save and finish later here. And I want to show you how to get to it from the main screen. So I want to save and go to my account right there. Click the green tab. Okay, this is that familiar page. If you're on the mobile version, remember you just scrolled all the way to the bottom until you see desktop version. And then once you click on desktop version, you'll get to this version. So I just want to show you how to do it from this screen. You can also do it from the previous screen, but I just want to show you just in case you don't get that previous screen. So you'll just go to my account in the left top. It's already highlighted my account there. And then we're going to scroll up a little bit, scroll in. You see deposits and transfer. Oops. So let's go to my account, deposits and transfer here. And then you click on that. And once you click on deposits and transfer, you can transfer money from bank via ACH. That's the most common way, recommended way. And it usually takes about 4 business days for your money to clear. I've seen some people get cleared in about 3 business days, 2 business days. So just expect 4 business days for your money to clear. So when you add money, just say, okay, I won't be able to trade until about 4 business days. Sometimes it clears faster. And I'll show you a way to check and see if your money is cleared in the next course. But maybe in this course as well. But we can do that in the application. But sometimes it takes actually 4 days, and I've seen some people get cleared in 2 days. So basically, let's go here to transfer from your bank, and that's over to the right green tab right there next to ACH. So we'll click transfer from your bank, and basically you just enter your banking information here. So you enter your ACH connection. Let's see. Oh, create a new bank. Okay, create a new bank. I was like, what is that? Yeah, so when you create a new bank, let's go back. I just want to show you that again because that kind of surprised me, threw me off. So let's go back to ACH, transfer from your bank. And if you get this little drop down that says from bank connection in red there, just drop down and then create a new bank if you don't have a bank already in there. And then create a new bank. And then let's back out. And then basically you'll select checking or savings. And it'll ask you, is your name on the bank account? If your name is on the bank account, you'll select no. Yes. If it's not, then you'll select no. And then you'll do your routing information, your account number, all of that information. Then you'll click continue. When you get to, I can't click continue. So when you get to bank details, it's going to ask you like your bank name, city, and state. You can just put your bank name, and your city and state just can be your local branch. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out what the corporate location is. That doesn't matter. So you can just put your local branch and that address. And then once you go through that process, you'll just submit your transfer, and you'll just wait until it shows in your account. And I'm going to show you how to see that later. So let's go back. So when you add money, just say, I won't expect the money to be there till about 4 business days. Another way you can deposit money into your account is through wire transfer. And the way you do that is you'll just select here, transfer by wire. And then when you select transfer by wire, you'll see your information. It'll give you all of your TD account information so that you can give to your bank, or you could, type in on your app to do a wire transfer from your bank. Usually banks charge for a wire transfer, so you have to check with your bank to see how much that is. And you can also do check deposits. Those usually take a little longer. You can actually click there to go to deposit form and check that out. And a lot of people ask me about transferring money from their other investment accounts to their TD Ameritrade account. Now you can transfer your funds from your other brokerage accounts. You can transfer some of them. You can transfer all of them. It's up to you. But I would suggest that you use TD Ameritrade first and see if you like it more than your broker that you're using now, and then you can make that decision moving forward. And the way you'll do that is you just click transfer account, and then you'll enter all of your information there. And with withdrawals, you can also do withdrawals. A lot of people also ask me, hey, if I make some money in the market today, when can I pull it out? The answer to that question is you can pull it out immediately. So you will set up your bank account here and withdraw. And like the most common here is ACH as well. And with ACH, if I pull some money out of my stock account, it usually take 1 business day, but it could take up to 3 business days depending on your financial institution. And you can also do a wire transfer that will be the same day, and you can do a check withdrawal as well. So those are, let's check activity. So if you click activity here, it's basically going to just show you all the account activity dealing with transferring, withdrawals, and deposits, and all of that will be listed here. And account/bank connections, those are just all your different accounts and your connections, like your bank account, your other TD Ameritrade accounts as well. You can see all of that here. And you can have multiple TD Ameritrade accounts. And then you can sync them all together, and you can maneuver through them all by being signed in to one. All right, so let's get to the fun part. We're going to go and, before we go, let me show you how to get a program. The program is called Thinkorswim, and it's the trading program that TD Ameritrade offers for free. And you've probably seen it if you've seen somebody trading stock on TV or something. You see this screen with all of these charts and everything like that. That's what this is. So if you see the search here, you see the search in the top right hand corner, you'll click the search, and then you'll type in Think or Swim. That's the name of the app, Thinkorswim. And then you'll search it. And then you'll see Get Thinkorswim. And when you click Get Thinkorswim, you'll download this. And you'll download this on your desktop. They also have Thinkorswim mobile apps. But the real good one, the one that you can really read charts on, is this one. And you can download this one to your laptop, desktop, computer. All right, so now we're going to go to the fun part, which is downloading the TD Ameritrade app. So let's go to the App Store. Go to the App Store. And if you're using an Android, you'll just go to your Google Play Store, and you'll find it there. And this is how we trade a lot through the mobile app. Sometimes a lot of people watch the computer and trade on their phone through the app. Sometimes some people trade on the computer through the Thinkorswim platform. But as a beginner, you'll probably start off trading from the app. So I've already had this downloaded, so it's in my cloud. So I'm going to download it from my cloud. And you'll just download it. All right, then we're going to hit open. And I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions because I've read these. If you haven't read it, go ahead and read it. And then respond to that as you wish. I'm going to enter my information here. Actually, I'm going to, let's see if it remembers me. Yep, it does. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to get a text message to verify. All right, and then you can hit trust this device so you won't have to verify all the time. And choose how to log in. I'm going to hit continue here. And Face ID is a good method for me. And my session timeout is set to 1 hour. The reason I have it set to 1 hour is because I may go to another app and then I may come back to this app. I don't want to have to, do a Face ID every time. So I got it set to 1 hour. You can set it for 15 minutes. You can set it for 5 minutes, however you choose. And if you do have Face ID or fingerprint, I would suggest you use that because it's just a faster way to get in and out of the account. So we hit continue here. It says Face ID login. Hit OK. And then I want to allow my notifications. You also want to allow the notifications because when you create alerts in this app, you want to make sure that you see those alerts come through. And I haven't yet funded this account, so that's why it's looking like this. There's nothing here. So I'm going to go to more. Exit out of this. So when I go to more, I'm going to go to settings here. See it in the bottom section under profile, under my profile. Go to settings. And we already changed the login to Face ID. I want to change the trading and the cash movement to Face ID as well, just to make it more efficient, more faster. Because when you're trading, you're going to notice that you need to be kind of quick when you're moving around in this app. So let's hit trading here. And then we're going to change this from password to Face ID. The time on this, I'm going to do the time for trading 5 minutes because I may have a trade set up that I may just be sitting in and watching the numbers. And 5 minutes gives me enough time to just, not have to, put my facial ID in every second. And let's go to cash movement. I'm going to change that to Face ID as well. And then I'll go back. All right, and if you need to contact TD Ameritrade for anything, say if you have any questions, your app is down or anything like that, you can contact them. Hit contact us, and you can call this existing account number right here. And or you could I think you can send them a message as well. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you can send them a message as well. I'm not sure why it's not popping up, but it should pop up where you can contact them through text message if you have an iPhone. So let's go back. And now I want to go to watch list. So the watch list is an important part of your app. And that's because that's how you keep up with the stocks that you're looking at, right? So right now you see at the top the Dow Jones, DJI, SPX.X, and COMPX. The DJI is the Dow Jones. The XPX is the S&P 500. And the CompX is the NASDAQ. So you'll figure out more about these. Once you get a little bit more experience with the stock market. But there are companies that fall under each of these. There are a certain amount of companies that fall under each of these. And these main three features kind of indicate the direction of where the market is. So if these are green, a lot of the time the entire market is green. Most of the market is green. If these are red, a lot of the time most of the market is red. So you'll be able to kind of determine by these features. All right, so we'll go to this magnifying glass. You can see it in the top right-hand corner here next to the bell. Let's click there. And this is how you add a stock to your watch list. So let's just type Nike. Say N-I-K-E. So Nike is Nike Incorporated is the name of the company. And Nike symbol is NKE. So if you knew the symbol, you could just type in NKE and it'll still bring it up as well. So you can type in the company name or the symbol name. And once you click Nike, you'll get an overview of information. Like you see Nike Incorporated is a common stock. You can see the price there. You see the price, 103.25. Under that price, you can see the bid price, 103.26. Ask price, 103.29 is moving. The volume, and I'll talk about ask, bid price, and volume in the next course. And you can see that it's a part of the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange is what that stands for. And you can see the 52-week high. You can see the historical volatility. All of these terms, we'll have a glossary on the website so you can look up some of these terms. But all of these terms you'll become familiar with once you start trading a little more. And then you can look at the dividends per share as well. And dividends are just the payouts that you get. So if you own a share of Nike, every quarter you see dividend frequency here. I'm going to let you find it down the list. It's so where you see the low and the high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dividend frequency is about 8 spaces down. And you can see the dividends frequency is quarterly. So that means every quarter you would get paid a dividend. So if you owned one share of Nike, every quarter, which is every 3 months, you would get paid 24 cents per share. So if you had one share, it'd be 24 cents. If it was 100 shares, that'd be 24. That'd be $24, $2.40. I don't know. I'm having a blank moment. So yeah, but it'll be $2 and no, it'd be 20. Yeah, it'd be $24. Sorry. So if you had 100 shares, that'd be $24. I'm tripping. But yeah, so and then short interest is something you'll learn about as well. Short interest is when people are shorting it. And yeah. And then you'll find out when their upcoming earnings announcement is. You can see that there. And their latest earnings announcement, which means the one that just passed. And then just yeah, so this is a lot of information you can find on the stock. And you can also research these terms yourself. Like I said, there will be a glossary on the site that'll have some of these terms on it. And then we'll go to a chart here at the top next to overview. And at chart, you see the 1 day. 1D stands for 1 day. 5D stands for 5 days. 1M stands for 1 month. 3M stands for 3 months. 6M, 6 months. 1Y, 1 year. 5Y, 5 years. So you'll hit, if you want to see what that stock has moved in a day, you'll hit 1 day. If you want to see what it's moved in 6 months, you'll hit 6 months. And you just can kind of see the history of the stock price here on this chart. But the way I look at charts is through candlesticks. This is a line chart. So if you hit that little settings thing, symbol next to 5Y, to the right of 5Y, you see the little tool. You click on that and you'll get this little drop down at the bottom. You can see frequency, style, indicators, comparisons, and a little line. We're going to click on style. So you see here it says line, mountain, OHLC, candle. I usually use the candle indicator. And with the candle indicator, you can see more information than just the line. So we're going to hit done here. Now you can decide once you start trading, you can decide what you want to look at. If the line is easier for you to look at, you can definitely use the line. So we're going to hit done here. So now you can see that the candles each minute. So these candles are every minute. Well, on the 6 month chart, they're not every minute. They may be, I'm not sure what they are. They are every 4, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. So that's at the bottom. You can see the date is 4/9. And if I go over one, that's the 13th. So these candles are like every 4 days. Well, no, these are every day. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I don't know why that's. Oh, that's the weekend. Sorry. So yeah, these are daily candles. I'm sorry. So if you go to 1 day, these are going to be minute candles. So if you go to 1D, if you look at the bottom, you can see the time. That's every minute. So you can tell what the stock was doing every minute. And you can see that little gray bar that says OHLCV. So the O stands for the open. That's the price that the stock opened at that minute. The H stands for the high during that minute. The L stands for the low during that minute. The C stands for what it closed at during that minute time frame. And the V stands for the volume of that minute. So you can see all of that information if you're looking at the candle. So let's just go to right next to style where we picked the candle. Let's go to indicators. And on the indicators for lower chart, we're going to select RSI and volume. So you see RSI here. We're going to check that one. And then we're also going to check volume. All right, and we're going to hit done. All right, and now you see the charts at the bottom. So RSI is basically an indicator. And the indicator simply means if the RSI is below 30, that means the stock is oversold, which means it could be a good time to buy. If the RSI is above 70, that means the stock is overbought, which means it could be a good time to sell. Now this differs depending on stocks, depending on days, but that's just some type of indicator that kind of tells people, okay, it's a good time to buy, or okay, it's a good time to sell. And right here, you can see the RSI number over to the side right there. This RSI is at about 50 something. So it's not at the 30 mark. 30 something would be down here. And it had been under 30 at one point in time. It hasn't made it to, oh yeah, it did make it to the 70 mark here. And you kind of see when it goes over the 70 a little bit, it kind of goes back down. And when it hits the 30 a little bit, it kind of goes back up. So that's the indicator. That's the most basic indicator. There are a ton of indicators. You can use multiple indicators to determine like how you want to do your strategy. And volume just basically shows you how much volume is on, each minute. And it's good to watch volume because something with high volume and that's moving up, that means that's good actual volume. So that means that's not like a trick play or anything. It means this stock is actually moving up because of volume. Now, if you see a stock moving up a lot with low volume, then I wouldn't touch that stock because that could be some type of manipulation going on there. So that's just a little breakdown of that. We'll talk about that more in the next class. And let's go to news here. So on news, it basically just shows you all of the news that a stock has. And you can see there's a lot of news going on with just one stock, with just Nike. And you can look at the dates. You can look at the, you can actually click on some with the arrows next to them and read through them. And a lot of momentum come to a stock based on news. So if you get some good news, then the stock can go up. If you get some bad news, then the stock can go down. So news is something you want to pay attention to as well. And another thing, if we go back to overview, we're going to show you how to do an alert, create an alert. So an alerts are good because it's a way you don't have to, alerts are good because it's a way you don't have to keep checking your phone to look at the stock. So if you hit this, you see the plus right there. And the plus, that's how you add this to your watch list. Let me show you that first, actually, because I didn't show you that. I just showed you the watch list. So if you want to add this to your watch list, you hit that plus, and then you'll just probably see local watch lists. Well, you'll see what I see right here because this is a new account. So you'll add that to your local watch list, and you hit done. And if you go back to watch list by hitting that watch list in the top left-hand corner, then you'll see Nike on your watch list. So that's how you add something to your watch list. You just go to the magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner. You search the stock. Let's just search another one just to test it. So let's do Disney, DIS. And then you search the stock. And then you hit that plus right there under trade, just the plus by itself. You select local watch list. done, and then you hit the watch list in the top left hand corner to go back, or you can hit the watch list at the bottom. I think you have to hit that once, yeah, and you see Disney is now on the watch list. So that's how you add to your watch list. And before I show you alerts, I'm also going to show you how to create a watch list. So you can hit edit here at the top left hand corner, and then when you hit edit, you can edit a watch list, you can copy a watch list, create a new watch list, you can manage a watch list. So let's go to create a new watch list first. And in order to create a watch list, you have to add a stock or a symbol. So you can't just say, let's say test watch list. You can't just say done. It's going to say watch list must contain at least one security. And a security is just simply a company or stock. So you'll add symbol, and we can just add Disney to this watch list. Hit Disney. Well, no, let's add another one. We don't want to confuse ourselves. So let's add Facebook. All right, so Facebook symbol is FB. You can type in Facebook or FB. We hit Facebook, and then we hit done. All right, so we got Facebook on this watch list. And you can see under edit, you see the word test. That's the watch list name. So we can click that arrow to the right of test and drop down. And then you can go to your local watch list, which is what we just added. Or you can hit that arrow again and go to another watch list. So you can decide which watch list you want to go to. All right. And then if we go to edit again, you can actually copy a watch list. Hit copy watch list, and then you'll make a copy of that watch list. You can also hit edit again, and you can manage watch list. And manage watch list, you just basically managing watch list, you can just basically, move them from up or down, or delete them if you would like to, or however you would want to do that. So we're hit done here. All right. And that's how we do the watch list. Let's go back to the local watch list. And we're going to hit done. We're going to hit local watch list done. And then we're going to show you how to create an alert. So we hit Nike. And then you hit the plus the bell. And then this is how you create an alert. So just say, for instance, hey, I want to buy Nike, but it's too high for me right now. I want to buy it when it's at $100. So what I'll do is I'll keep that price type is last, because that's the last price. I want it to alert me when the last price is at $100. So I changed the conditions to at or below. And the reason I said at or below, because if I do at or above, it's going to ring off now because it's already above 100. So I had to say at or below the price is at, and it's going to indicate me when it's at 100 or below 100. So I'll create an alert, and then it'll indicate me when it's at 100. And you see right there, that's an active alert. You see it says your triggered alert notification are turned off. So we want to turn that on. We want to go to settings, and then we'll go to, you see where it says push notifications. When market alerts trigger, you turn that on. You can turn your sounds on. You can turn, whatever else you want to turn on. Orders expiration, all of that if you would like. But we want to make sure we do when market alerts trigger and sounds. So let's go back. Let's go. I just click dashboard. I'm sorry. So let's click dashboard at the bottom. And then you can click alert, that little bell in the top right hand corner next to that magnifying glass. You can actually click that bell and it's going to show you your alert. So you see it's not showing that message anymore. So that means when that alert trigger, it's going to ding my phone and notify me whether I'm in the application or not. And then if it triggers, you'll go to triggered, and it'll show all the alerts that you used to have that were triggered. And then if we cancel this alert, so if we click on Nike, hit cancel alert, and then go back, and then alert now will be showed and canceled. So, and you can also do hit the plus in the top right hand corner to create alert. So anything with that bell and that plus, whether you see it here, you can hit it here and add an alert. Or if you go back to your watch list, click the bottom bar at the bottom where it says watch list. Click on watch list, and then you have your alert. We have it still open. Let's go back to Nike. I just hit the back button to go back to Nike. And then you can hit this alert right here with the bell and a plus. Hit that. And then you can create an alert here. So there's other ways to create an alert. You have the price type, last price. You can change it to the closing price, the mark price, bid price, volume. So if volume exceeds a certain number in 10 days, and then it'll alert you. Like I said, anything with good volume, heavy volume, usually, well, a lot of times is a good sign. It just depends on the situation. You can get it alert you when it's a 52-week high or a low. And a 52-week high or low is a significant number in the stock market. And you can get it to alert you when the percentage has changed a certain amount. And you can set that percentage threshold. So basically, you can create different alerts for different things. And you can do these alerts with stocks. And you can do these alerts with options as well. And that's an option chain, but I'm going to talk about that later. So let's hit cancel here in the top left-hand corner. All right. So basically, let's go back to watch list, top left-hand corner. All right. So basically, we walk you through setting up a TD mobile account. We'll logging in and everything, getting your settings set up, creating a watch list, creating alerts, changing your chart settings around. And another thing, let's go to accounts here at the bottom. So accounts, you can see your balances, and that's just your balances here. So when you deposit your money, you can go to balances, and it'll say something like, undeposited cash or cash deposit pending or something like that, something to that nature. What that means, if it's still showing undeposited cash, that means when you first add your money, that cash hasn't cleared yet. Now, when that number goes to zero, uncleared deposit or something like that, when that number goes to zero, then you know that your money is cleared and ready to trade. So that's another way you could tell if your money is cleared and you're ready to start trading. And you can go to positions here at the top next to balances. And positions simply show any positions that you're in. We're not in any right now, so you don't see any. But I'll pull up my other account soon, and then I'll show the positions. And we can also go to orders. And orders, we'll show you this in the next class as well. Orders usually show if there's an order pending that hasn't filled yet, then you'll see an order here. Just say, for instance, if you set it for a certain price and it was higher and it just hasn't filled yet because it hasn't hit that low price that you set it for, then it'll just sit here. But if it's showing refresh, that means all orders have been filled or canceled. And if you go to history, you'll see a history of all of your orders and transactions. And also, if you go to documents, you can see all your documents, your tax documents, your monthly statements, and things of that nature. And you can go to the bottom and trade. This is how you buy and sell stocks and options. But we'll get more into that on the other class. So basically, that's it with course number 2. And we'll talk to you on the next course. Thanks.